Hey guys, it's Greg here. So this is coming out very late because I finally did it. I finished season 1 and 2 of The Flash a couple of days ago. So excited. Man, that show is one of the coolest shows ever. I wasn't a fan of The Flash prior to watching this show. I haven't read the comics. In a day and age when so many superhero movies are about being dark or all about like spectacle, it's great to see a superhero story where it really tugs at the heart. I cry so much when I watch that show. Finally, I'm allowing myself to see season 3 of The Flash. Trailer from Comic-Con is coming out late. I'm excited to see how Barry Allen fucked up the timeline.
There's only one thing I know about life. I know some things happen by chance.
Oh,
And
Barry.
some things happen because we make them happen. I'm finally free. I'm home. Hey, Slugger.
There's my
Aww.
boy. Is everything all right?
Everything's great.
You look really familiar. I've seen you before, haven't I?
Barry.
Barry.
Barry Allen.
Right. Sorry.
Some people are just meant to be in your life.
Hey, who the hell is this?
Cisco Ramona's the richest man in America.
Is there a better way to get to work than by helicopter?
Cisco.
Don't call me that. I don't know you, String Bean.
We're not partners and we're not friends. You don't know me. You don't know my life.
We're something else to each other where you come from, aren't we?
This isn't your home, Barry. It's a mirage. It's already screwing with you and everyone you love, and pretty soon it's gonna take me right down along with you.
Oh.
What should we call this brave new world that you've whipped
Whoa.
up for us? I was thinking Flashpoint.
Flash Boy. Is that kid Is that Wally?
Now who's the villain, Flash? Now who's the villain?
Oh god, I got chills. Oh, my nipples are so hard right now. Oh man. It kind of gets you a little angry at Barry for what he did, you know? It's understandable because, yeah, he had a lot of losses and a lot of horrible things happen. I invested like 48 episodes into this show, and then to see that like he just fucked up everything that wasn't even complete yet. You know, he didn't get to have his chance with Iris, now he has to start fresh there. And that's one of the only nitpick things I have of the show. I mean, according to a lot of my friends who are actual fans of the comics, Iris West is of course a big part of The Flash and Barry Allen's life. In the show, I mean, the whole cat and mouse game between superhuman and the normal girl he's in love with, it's better than a lot of what I've seen from other shows and movies, but still, although whenever it looks like they're about to get together or like they kiss or something, like that one moment in season 1 before he time travels for the first time and he reveals to Iris who he really is and he kisses her before that, I was cheering. I was alone going, "Run, Barry!" I was so excited. And I was really proud that he got the girl. And, you know, it's just kind of unfortunate that all this shit's happening. Although, on the flip side, I did, you know, there's been a big part of me that has rooted for that. For Barry to go back in the past, actually save his mom's life, because that was such an unfortunate thing that happened. And then he loses his dad in season 2. So his choice of the matter does make a lot of sense in terms of character motivation. But, dude, you like... just seeing everything that's unfolding, it's just like Flash. I love that ending with Reverse Flash yelling at him like, "Who's the villain now?" Because yeah, like Barry really altered shit and he kind of did a bad thing without being a bad guy. So yeah, I'm excited for Barry to, like, I really feel like these are real people. I'm excited for Barry to have you know, a connection with his parents and have that relationship with them. Like from the opening shot they showed us here, it seemed like that their family is really good. Hey, Slugger, all that. I think it'd be a more interesting approach if like he saved their lives and then Barry's dad ended up a very like alcoholic, abusive dad. and like beat the shit out of the mom. Just Barry's like, what did I do? You know, the show's probably gonna do that. It's gonna show us things that are good things that come from it. Like, yeah, he has his mom and dad back, but you know, this is going off the Flashpoint idea. And like I said, I haven't read the comics. I barely know shit about what Flashpoint is. I know it's inspired by the comics of that, the alternate reality where even the Flash doesn't even exist, at least in the comic. Seeing that Iris and him don't know each other, I don't know how much more of that I can really go through with them playing cat and mouse with each other. Even though they clearly both love each other, they might as well just get together at this point. Come on already. The main villain of this is probably going to be Dr. Alchemy, I think is how you pronounce it. I know he's a big villain of the Flash series, and it's cool that they're not just making it like, hey, we got another speedster here who's going to fight the Flash. Although it looked like Wally West became Kid Flash. I think in the comics he's supposed to become Kid Flash, and I know the creators talked about that, like down the road they wanted him to become that. But that's pretty cool that they have him in there. I hope this show doesn't become something where it's like Flash is part of a team now, like where he's, you know, fighting alongside Kid Flash, and now it's like a speedster team, because then I know Dr. Wells' daughter, Jessie, also got affected by the particle accelerator. Even though she's back on Earth 2 now, I'm sure she'll come back, but I really hope that he becomes the main narrative central focus of the show still, and it doesn't, you know, try to make it about a bunch of other heroic speedsters. And Alchemy, I don't really know much about Alchemy. I do know he was a chemist, and he became a criminal. Flash sent him to prison, and then in prison is where he learned about the Philosopher's Stone, and the Philosopher's Stone is what allowed him to become the supervillain that he is. And I would like to do more research on who Alchemy is, because one part of me really likes that I'm not familiar with the comic origins of this stuff, because all this feels like a very big surprise to me, and really refreshing, and I don't see anything coming because I'm not familiar with the comics. Cisco, you know, this guy's a cool actor. Cisco being like the billionaire of, what was this place called? Ramon Industries. I would watch the show and I would think, like, Cisco seems like he would be that brilliant guy who would one day like have his own major company like Dr. Wells. I'm not sure how much I'll really like this interpretation of him, where he's a billionaire and he's like wealthy and cocky from it. Because I really like the like down to earth, humble, relatable young dude that Cisco is, who happens to be this amazing engineer. That's one thing this show does. It's a show that challenges you. It takes risks, and it allows these actors to also take different portrayals of their characters, which is cool. I mean, honestly, a part of me is hoping that this timeline that we're seeing in season 3 so far, that stays temporary, that somehow Barry goes back and fixes the mistake he did. Because, I don't know, I invested a lot. I feel like as an audience, we invested a lot in the first 2 seasons, and a lot of storylines didn't even become complete for that timeline, or for characters that we wanted to see them go certain places, unless the writers really feel like they can do better and more with season 3 in this specific timeline. Then okay, go ahead with that. But I don't know, like, I really love these characters. I love everyone here. I would like to see that timeline still continue and not just switch it all up completely. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's one of the great things about this show, is that it has really challenging writing, and I fucking dig it. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe today. Thank you very much. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Greg Alba, and on Facebook at The Real Rejects. And shout out to a subscriber named Denise V. She comments a lot. She's a really kind human being. She is an Asian girl from her thumbnail, of what I can tell. And Asian girls are a treat that God has given us to look upon and admire and treat like ladies. They are not objects, despite what certain websites might tell you.